Welcome, Pisces, to your beginning of the month reading for February. Hope you friends are doing great out there. This reading is for the 7th through the 12th. Hope you friends have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here for you, Pisces. Best message for Pisces. Their thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding them. Juggling around. It feels like you're juggling around a lot of things. It could be multitasking a lot. You could even be working 2 jobs, or it feels like 2 jobs. Maybe it's home and work. But it does feel like you're trying to keep the balance right now and keep yourself balanced. So there's definitely doing a balancing job over here. Intuition. Trying to use your intuition. We also have the third eye chakra coming out while they came out together. So it's telling me that your third eye chakra is definitely open and you are using that intuition. Crazy that they both fell out together. It's like it clarified itself. Oh, yeah. Well, that's because their third eye is super open right now. They're definitely with clear thinking. So there is something clearly that you can see, really wanting to go with that gut feeling. So it does feel like for some of you, it's not just an intuition. It could also be a psychic sense that is popping as well with this intuition. Meaning my third eye is so open, my psychic senses are going crazy about the situation. Maybe you feel someone is juggling around you as well. Whoa, I just felt that. I can see exactly what's going on around me. Let's see exactly what's going on over here, Pisces. Clarifying on the situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. I almost feel like the third eye could just sit right over there. This is a transformation. You know what? We're just going to put this here because I think that would be a good place for it, and then we'll put it into a transformation as well. As the third eye is open, and it is you are using it very wisely over here about this situation that you are juggling. You do have this transformation. It is things transforming all around you. It's almost like the more you're becoming aware of a situation, the more you're going to transform it by juggling these things. Okay. In the recent past, you have truth. It was like I already knew the truth from the intuition, but now that my third eye is really super open, I know the truth even more so than I did before. New beginnings and passions ignited. Interesting. 2 cards again. So getting 5 cards out over here. I do feel the transformation over here because you have 5 cards. The Spirit has given us pretty much 5 cards over here. So I definitely do feel that there is this huge change that's going on around you. I mean, even if I took out the third eye chakra, guys, you get 4 cards. It's still going to, even no matter what, it's still going to talk about the transformation, which still is a cycle change, which is still a rebirth, which is still a change. So no matter how you see it, it didn't matter. I could take this card out and you'd still have the change no matter what within the stability around you. So what, you know, it doesn't really much matter in its own way. That's crazy though. And the 4 breaks down to 2, and you got 2, 2, 2. So there definitely has to be some kind of balance going on, and then all the 2s, you can add all the 2s together, they're all going to break down back down to 2. So this isn't even a numerology reading, and it's already got more 2s in it. Even 6 can break down to 2. I'm seeing all these 2s. So I am seeing the balance where you're going to get balance and patience. It's going to take a lot of patience, though, and I think that you know that as well. As you're juggling the ideas and the situations around, there's going to be stability, change, harmony, new beginning, and patiently balanced. But it's going to get you balanced. It's crazy. It's crazy the way that it's coming out. Okay, let's go. That's when you're watching your numerology reading, I wouldn't doubt that you don't get a bunch of these 2s, 4, 6, anything that can break down back down to 2. This just straight up gives you the new beginning, the 1, right? But I just don't. I never seen so many 2s within a reading. And the fairness that it needs to be within the situation. Finding the truth of somebody who is keeping you at bay, who's lying, somebody who wearing a false mask, somebody who, it's like I can see right through your false mask. And I didn't need my third eye open to see that. That's exactly what they're saying. I didn't need that, see, because I was just using my own intuition. I was using my own gut feelings. I already knew this. It's just crazy because the more that it's going, it's like the third eye is opening to have more clarity about the situation. Bringing it into a higher mark of, yeah, I see clearly exactly what you're doing. Now it's not just my stomach of intuition. Now it's like I clearly see the whole scenario. It's no longer just this, oh, my gut feeling is telling me that this is, no, I know. And in fact, I wasn't surprised you would actually just go into the knowing and just bring me a crown chakra, because that's really what it's going to end up being. It's going to end up in that crown chakra area of saying, I know everything. I understand everything that's going on around me. Third eye chakra saying, I'm in the understanding and the intuitive enough to understand that I see clearly what needs to take place, what needs to transform. So with the third eye chakra over here, whatever the situation is, it's definitely with some kind of person. It could be a Gemini. It could be a Aries, Leo. Might even be a Sag. Yeah, I can see myself going places. I can see myself moving. It's almost like I clearly see where you're moving. It's more like I see where you're moving, where this is, where it's going. It's like I can juggle the ideas and the understanding of what's going on, but I can clearly see this moving. You know, third parties. Some of you might be dealing with a third party situation. It also, like I said, the third party could be like juggling work, juggling a job, because you're definitely juggling 2 things. You could even say that my person is juggling 2 people. Take that how it resonates, but however it is, I definitely clearly see them moving, but I'm being put on a pedestal. But I have rewards and recognitions coming. It's almost like I can clearly see this situation moving to the place of rewards and recognition for myself, but I can also see that someone else is being put on a pedestal around me, and I can see that how this is really working out. Wow, it's like because you're juggling, you have 2 different scenarios going on over here, which is really kind of crazy, because it's like I'm successfully hardworking and getting this done and getting noticed, and I have the growth and the understanding, but I also see that, you know, you might be feeling like the third wheel. So it's almost like you're kind of juggling, but the third wheel within a relationship, whether it's towards the child, the parent, but you're trying not to let anything else hinder the situation or overreact to the situation, because you can clearly see maybe they're overreacting to a situation as you're juggling 2 different things. Maybe they think you're giving too much attention to somebody else. But you have this transformation over here for the success, the growth, and the hard work. Wow, there's like 2 different scenarios. It's putting someone in their head, or it's putting you in your head, because now you feel like you're kind of stuck within the understanding of however or whatever the other. This piece is the good piece. This piece is the low piece. So we're just going to say this is where the success and growth and all this stuff that you're doing is great, and this is where the problem is coming in. But you can clearly see the problem versus the success. Commitment. So if you feel like the relationship is on a fallout, and maybe it's because you're giving too much, you know, attention towards the success, you can clearly see that they're in their head about the situation, which could also put you in your head about the situation, because you're saying, well, how am I going to juggle both pieces? Because I can clearly see where I'm moving, but I don't clearly see how I'm going to help you out. I can't figure this out. But who's wearing the false mask? So what is going on over there with the Five of Swords? If you're stealing my happiness, you're stealing my swords away from me. Are they wearing a false friendship mask towards you? Because all you really want with it upside down is some kind of understanding and resolution to the truth, and you're determined to figure this out. Now you have the ultimate truth. You believe that you had the truth. Now you know the truth, and you're driven by the truth. Not only are you driven by the truth over here with the Five of Swords, but you're driven by the Six of Swords as well. So if you feel like you were taken advantage of, or somebody was doing some kind of foolish action around you, you badly wanted them to take the acknowledgement to you. You wanted the clearer thinking about the situation, but you feel like they were doing something that you considered false. But it feels like this rash action that they're taking, you wanted the overall truth about the situation. So it keeps you juggling on how am I going to juggle this and go to work, because it keeps me in my head when I'm at work. So if you're going to work, how are you going to go to work? Okay, so I'm going to work and I'm going to sit over here and ponder upon this person, this other situation. That's exactly what you're doing. So it keeps you stuck within your mind of knowing your success and then pondering upon the other situation, which looks like a commitment. There's no commitment. Could be to this Empress. Maybe you're dealing with, I have all these swords. So maybe you're dealing with a Libra. Could even be a Taurus. I have Taurus twice. So it could be this Taurus or this Libra, or I said a Gemini, or maybe a Leo, Aries, maybe even Sagittarius. Okay. That's what I got so far. Could even be a Virgo, Three of Pentacles. But however it is, it doesn't have to be any of those signs, guys. You, whoever. The point is that all you really wanted was the nurturing from the situation, but it seems like all they're doing is kind of keeping you in your head and keeping it's like false hopes to get to it. So the faithful commitment to the Empress, but I have the prosperity. Because I'm telling you, because of the Two of Pentacles, it's like every card that's falling out is like dealing with this card, yet that card too. So I'm in my head. I want the prosperities, but I want the Empress too. But I don't see the commitments to the Empress. I don't see her committing to me. I don't see him committing to me the way I want them to. I want the hopes and promises to stay alive, but I'm keeping hopeful. I'm trying to keep my faith over here for the overall prosperities of the whole situation. It's like you want to take both of these pentacles and make them into one pentacle. That way you have no problem. See, that would be even more balanced. If I could just push them together, then I wouldn't have any of these problems, and then there would be a more hopeful outcome. So it's almost like you're trying your hardest. Yeah, Three of Cups. What the? Yeah, Three of Cups, trying to juggle two other things at the same time. Definitely have 333, so there's definitely a third here. Like I said, even if it's a job and one's not successful as the other, and the other one seems to be not moving you in the right direction, but it's taking a lot of time away from you, and you're putting too much energy into the other job that has no final payout for it. It's like you're trying to push the two together to have that, or maybe you'll just get rid of it and only end up with one pentacle in the end because the other one's unfaithful. It's not giving you the prosperities that you want. Oh boy. So with the Three of Cups, you're saying all I want is my happiness and my joy. I really do believe for a lot of you, it is a job versus a person. It could be a family member who's really upset because maybe you're taking longer hours, or somebody is giving too much attention to one person and not enough to the other. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is different. But with the new beginnings over here in the near future, it is saying, well, I didn't risk it all. In fact, if anything, I dumped that for the King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, the King of Pentacles is the Empress. The Empress is whoever the Five of Swords was. Whoever was giving you the problems. Whoever this lower pinnacle is that's getting you on your head, that's the person. And it could be literally a Taurus. Doesn't have to be though. Now I got Taurus Sagittarius. But you're saying I'm not dealing with the foolish behavior anymore of the King of Pentacles. See, because I'm going after my own prosperities and doing my work, and I'm working really hard. I don't really have time for that. But it doesn't feel like you really got rid of the King of Pentacles. You just got rid of this situation. You concluded it. You said enough is enough. I'm not dealing with that anymore. Look, this is the way it has to be. So it doesn't look like you really... like I said, it doesn't feel like you really threw them away, or however you separated yourself. You separated yourself from the situation, but not from the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is not upside down, so I do not believe anywhere that you did that. What you said was, this is enough of this. We're going to have a new beginning. I have my prosperities. This is the way it's going to be. Okay? And this is actually crazy because it's going to ignite the passions ignited within yourself, getting yourself back to the ultimate balance that you're actually looking for to begin with. So maybe all it needs to be is just stepping up instead of being inside your head, Pisces, and actually saying something to the person and saying enough is enough, and you're putting your foot down. Because the King of Pentacles says, I put my foot down. Right? And for some of you could even say it was harsher. It was like, I put my foot, I was like, hit the road, Jack. If you don't like it, my way, the highway, hit the road, Jack. Don't come back no more if you don't like it. Something like this. But I don't really feel it was that harshly intended. I think it was just very firm foot that said, this is enough of this. We're not dealing with that anymore. This situation is a dead situation. We have to go to work. I have to do this. I have to deal with this person. Maybe it's a jealousy issue of somebody that you have to work close to. However, so with the passions ignited over here, the truth finally is set free. And that's exactly what it is. I put my foot down and I told my truth. I spoke my words, and then it fixed it. And here's a Libra again. So like I said, some of you are definitely dealing with some kind of Taurus or Libra. Yeah, you're putting your foot down and telling your truth about the disharmony and the dysfunction of what's going on within the situation. And you're saying this is not going to be dysfunctional anymore. Now, if this is a job, you could be putting your foot down and saying, you're not going to overwork me like this and underpay me. Either you pay me right, or that could have been one of those scenarios. Either you pay me right or I'm out, right? Take it how it resonates. But if it's dealing with a person, it's just putting your foot down saying enough is enough. And getting yourself back to an understanding. So where there was disharmony, the truth is going to ignite the passion for the Ten of Cups and bringing the family back together. I think for a lot of you, this is a family issue. I have the Hierophant, I have the Empress, I have the Cups. So these are, for a lot of you, this is more of a family issue than anything. But I'm just saying, look, even if it's not, right, and it's just boyfriend, girlfriend, or work, no matter what the scenario is, you're getting the Ten of Cups in the next couple of weeks, right when you speak your truth. Well, it's because it just feels like, Pisces, you're no longer going to really 100% hold your tongue. It doesn't mean that you didn't say something before. It just means that now you're getting down to business. It's almost to the point where it's like, it has to be this way. So there's better communication coming out to where you were holding back. We'll just say that. Some of you actually held your tongue and didn't say enough or said nothing. Right? And now it's all in the open, really opening up, getting the justification and really telling them how this needs to be and how unfair it is, how they're acting. And that's really what this is. Okay. Really going to need that throat chakra. I hope that throat chakra comes up for the month for you guys. The next reading is chakras. I really feel like, you could use the third eye, crown chakra, but I think that the best one for you guys really right now is throat chakra. It's like I said, even if you were speaking, it was little, because you were holding back. And you really just need to get out there and say, look, this is what needs to be done, right? And Spirit says, yes, it does need to be done. Absolutely stop holding back. You need to take the action. Yep. And the taking the action is the words, right? So continue to listen to your intuition no matter what. Don't give that piece up, because that piece right there is what's really going to inspire you to really want to speak that truth, really want to get into that situation. Okay, but Spirit says it's really up to you to really open up the line of communication on this one, because all they're doing is nitpicking the situation, and it's going to continue to keep doing whatever it's doing, because they're obviously not going to fix it. They're just trying to make it worse. They're not really helping the situation at all. Okay, so it's really going to be up to you to stand that ground and really open it up. Okay, guys? Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.